Hey, it's Tuxedo Mark. It's 11:21 p.m. on Monday, October 4th, 2021, and this is my review of the Prisoner episode, The Girl Who Was Death. All right, I was looking forward to watching this episode based on the title alone, but what's going on? Okay. In this episode, it seems number 6 is back in London. And he's a secret agent, and he's on some kind of mission to prevent some bad guys from blowing up London by shooting a missile or a rocket at it or something. I'm not going to summarize the entire episode. It's basically a spoof and parody of James Bond and other spy films. Here's the thing. I was wondering, is this a flashback to number 6's life before he was brought to the village? Or what was going on? And I noticed he does not talk a lot in this episode. Large spans of time, like between each time that he talks, and it's like, I was thinking, well, that's odd. Apparently, what happened was this is another instance of Patrick McGoohan having to come up with an additional episode of The Prisoner. Because as I mentioned in my previous review, he wanted to do only 6 or 7 episodes. And the network was like, we want to sell it overseas in the US, so 26 episodes, please. And he couldn't do 26. He couldn't come up with enough of them, I guess. And apparently there were like production problems and stuff, but they settled on 17. So this episode was created by taking an unused scripts for a 2-part Danger Man episode and turning it into a prisoner story, so to speak. Danger Man being Patrick McGoohan's previous TV series. And every so often you see Hans turning a storybook, like whenever it comes back from commercial break or whatever. It turns out at the very end of the episode, with like only a couple minutes left, that this entire story was a bedtime story that number 6 is telling to the children in the village's nursery. This is the only time that we ever see children in the village. But anyway, he has them go to bed. He knows number 2 is watching him, so he says, like, "Good night to children everywhere," or something like that. And he puts a little doll in front of the camera just to mock them, I guess, because number 2 he was the one that he looks like the main villain from number 6's bedtime story that he was telling the kids. And also there's a lady with him working with number 2. That was the title character, the girl who was death. That was also like the co-villain in the story. So yeah, this entire episode was basically a bedtime story that number 6 was telling children. So it really doesn't matter. It's a spy spoof, and it's like the second episode in a row that doesn't actually matter. The blonde lady is called Sonia in the closing credits, but she's never addressed as Sonia in the episode itself. So yeah, there's really nothing else to say about this episode. It was sort of fun, I guess, but at times I was just confused over what was happening, and I kind of was just waiting for it to be over, honestly. Or I was waiting for the big connection to be made. Was this another simulation? Was it a flashback? No, it's a bedtime story. Whether number 6 ever actually experienced anything like that, probably not. He was probably just making it up, or at least exaggerating one of his previous adventures just for the kiddies. Yeah. So yeah, nothing else to say about this episode. I'm done with the last of the regular episodes. Up next is the 2-part series finale. So I'm going to watch both of them tomorrow. So, yeah. Okay, so it's 11:27 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.